Ever wondered how a single social media post can turn into a full ride Division I football scholarship? You're not alone. Many talented athletes struggle to get noticed because they're invisible to college coaches online. But what if I told you that your next post could be your ticket to a full ride football scholarship? Well, in this video, I'm gonna open my entire playbook of social media success for varsity football players. The same playbook our senior used where 83% earned college football scholarships. You'll learn exactly what to post, how often, and the big mistakes to avoid, and most importantly, how you can turn posts into full ride football scholarships. Now, if you don't know who I am, my name is Richie Contartesi. I'm the founder of Next Play, and I specialize in transforming young, driven varsity football players into confident leaders, communicators, and businessmen so they can ultimately secure the best college football scholarships possible. And I make these videos because I understand the struggle firsthand. At just 5'7", 150 pounds, I managed to secure a D1 football scholarship in the SEC at Ole Miss, and now I want to share the journey and lessons I learned with you so you can live your dream as well. Also, I have a gift for you if you stay till the end. There's two main reasons that you'll post on social media, and so I'm going to share my screen and walk through these two. Number one is to get exposure. Okay, and this is where you post and people find you. You post engaging content. You post, viral content. This is okay, if you know if you know the girl Cash Me Outside, right? Y'all remember her, and throw up a Cash Me Outside on the screen.
Catch me outside, how about that?
Right, she went viral on social media and then turned that virality into, I think, $53 million in a very short period of time. You're gonna turn your virality into a college football scholarship. So that's number one. It's the hardest way possible to do this, right? So I'm gonna also share with you another way that you can post and then use outreach to direct coaches to that post or those posts so that you can get coaches to be interested in you and then turn that phone call to visit into an offer. So that's one, is exposure. It's the hardest way. We'll talk about that. And then two is to show who you are, right? And now this is definitely an easier way to do it, and you don't have to spend all your time being extremely creative and trying to come up with these insanely viral posts, right? And I'm not saying you shouldn't do both, but in this video, I'm gonna focus on you using posting to get scholarships, okay? And so if you post to show who you are, and then you do outreach to direct coaches to go learn more about who you are, then they can learn who you are, then we can turn that into a phone call, right? You've already seen my videos where we talk about the actual sales process, right, of recruiting. And so we want to fill coaches through the top of the funnel who are the right fit for your style of play. And then we want to turn those coaches that come into the top, and we want to get them to watch your video. I'm assuming they're the area coach. And then after the video, we want to get them on a phone call, and then phone call to a visit, and then visit to an offer, and then you can negotiate, etc. from there, right? And so when we're showing who we are, we're emailing coaches, and once we determine who the area coach is, they're gonna wanna go watch your video. And so one of the ways that we do that is through social media posting. So I just wanted to give you some context there. Now, there's a couple reasons why athletes don't post, and it's really important to understand this. And luckily I speak with quite a few of them. And the biggest one I get is I don't want to bother coaches, or I don't want to bother my friends, right? Well, I'll tell you right now that is the number one thing that's probably going to hold you back from getting a scholarship. First of all, the fear of what people think about you, the fear of rejection. Like, we've got to, and I've watched a video I'm going to share with you at the end of this one. I'll put a link in the description below that you can use to overcome all of this, because this is going to really paralyze you and hold you back from the level of success that you have. You're not bothering coaches. If they're following you, they're following you for a reason. And at the end of the day, if they're bothered and they unfollow you, they weren't going to offer you anyways. So who cares? It's the same thing in business, right? If someone is tired of seeing the content that I share and the value that I share, like, fine. They're not gonna be interested in working with me anyways, and I don't really care, right? So it's the same for you. Like, you're sharing information, you're sharing your life, you're sharing the things that you're doing, and who cares, right? So number one, you're not bothering coaches. This is just giving them an opportunity to see who you are. The second reason is athletes say that I'm shy, right? I'm shy, I can't post often. Well, I'm gonna teach you exactly how you could post even if you're shy. Second thing is you should watch the video in the description below to be able to overcome this identity that you've set for yourself, because you're not shy, you're relentless, you just keep telling yourself that you're shy, okay? So that's number two. And then number three is fear, right? And that's fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of what people think about you. And I'll link a video in the same video in the description below so you can learn how to overcome fear, because this is going to be a life skill that if you can eliminate it from your life like I teach, then you could pretty much do anything that you want at any time. And so these are what hold athletes back. And now I'm going to give you a process that you can execute, which will be your next play, so that you don't have to think about those, worry about those, because you're focused on what's in front of you. So what exactly do you post? So I like to keep this really, really simple. So we'll say highlight clips, okay? So you take your highlight video and every single clip that you have is a post, right? So if you went through all your practice film, all your game film, how many posts would you have? Like 100? So, okay, so a third of your year is already done. Okay, real simple. Two, and it could be practice film too. Like it doesn't have to be just game film. Number two, workouts, right? So every time you go and you work out, and this can include lifting, and this can include like on field, okay? So every time you go and lift, if you go and do a workout, you're doing like 4 to 5 different lifts, right? So over those 4 to 5 different lifts, you can video 30, 45 seconds of each one, and that's 5 posts. So in one workout, you have 5 days. So if you do workout 3 days a week, that's 15 days worth of posting already right there. And we're only on number 2. Do you see how this is? It's already, I hope, getting easier for you and getting, because a lot of people get so paralyzed at this. Now, I did promise that I would give you a gift, and so I'd like to offer you a free copy of my book, In Spite of the Odds, where I share in-depth, step-by-step, the system I use to earn a full Division I athletic scholarship in the SEC at just 5'7", 150 pounds. I share a lot of the mistakes I made and the things that I also wish I would have done differently. So I poured my heart and soul in this book, spent about 2 years writing it. So if you'd like a free copy, just click the link below, and all I ask is that you cover shipping. Number 3 is post like nutrition stuff. Like if you're a varsity football player and you're trying to earn a college football scholarship, like you should be focusing on nutrition. You should be eating well. Like post pictures of the food that you're eating. Post video, make a video of you cooking it, right? So, and if you do this twice a day, that's already 2 videos. So let's just say you only have 50 here, and then in the workouts, you work out 3 days a week, you're already at 15, and then you eat 2 days a week, so now you're at 14. We've already come up with like a third of your year. It's like, and we didn't even get to the fun stuff yet. Okay, so that's 3. And then number 4, you can post some personal stuff, right? Like, hey, you and your family, or you and your girlfriend, or you and your thing, you know, those type of things. Like, totally okay to post. I'll share with you what not to post, but that's totally fine. Okay, and then number 5, videos of you. And this could be literally you just picking up your phone. And I know these are, like, I went down in order of what are the hardest. These are the hardest, but these are the best. These are the most engaging. And it's you just like right after practice and telling us about your practice. How did it go? And documenting what you're doing. Like, coaches see this and they love this because they get to see you. They get to meet you. They get to learn about you. So that's the other one. Now, big no here, okay? No, okay? Alcohol, drugs, right? The obvious, guns, right? No. Do not put this on your social media, and if it's there, go and delete it, all right? Go and delete it. Now, when do you post? Every day, okay? Every day you do 1 post, all right? If you're just starting out, look, start with 3 in week 1, okay? And then week 2, move to 4. And then week 3, but Richie, like, this is so much posting. Like, how am I going to do all of this in one thing? This is too much. This is a lot. Don't worry, I've got you. Okay. And so internally, we have a CRM called the Next Play app. And what we do is have our athletes spend 1 hour a week, set up their posts, and then schedule them for the entire week. So you don't have to log in to every single app and post every single day, because you're busy. You got school, you got work, you got football practice, you got workouts, you got so many different things going on. So spend an hour a week, set up your posts, and then you could schedule them out. There's other softwares out there. If you're not interested in working with us, that's Hootsuite is probably the most popular one. So you could check that out, and you could just Google like softwares to automate posts, right? So you could do that totally, and repurpose it. So if you're using X, make sure that same post is being sent to Instagram. It's being sent to your Facebook account if you have them. If you have an Instagram, if you have a TikTok, don't say I only have to post on X. Like, you can post on multiple different platforms. So. And then as you get good, like week 2, week 3, 4, and you add, when you get to 7, you'll realize like, okay, so I have a routine. So every week at this day, I spend 1 hour, I create my posts. It's very simple. I take all my clips in my phone that I did throughout the week, and you'll have so many, at some point you'll have so many clips that you can be scheduling out for like months. And then when you get to that point, it's really easy. So this is what we do internally. Like, I have posts scheduled out way far in advance. That's so you see videos every day. So this is the process. Don't overthink it. So many athletes try to make, and I get it, because it does come back to, these are some of the mentally debilitating things. And that's why I have a program where I mentor athletes through all of this, through how to market themselves, how to sell themselves, and how to consistently do it over time to develop the skills and form the habits to get to the end result. Because the responsibility is with you, right? You're the athlete, you're in control of your success, and it's not a recruiter, it's not a handler, it's not your parents, it's you. And so I hope that this provided value for you that you can use in your life to be able to get coaches' attention. And if you're a parent right now, and you're interested in potentially having me work with your son to mentor him through the process, coach him, and hold him accountable to execution, feel free. There'll be a link below where you can apply. And for everyone else, I hope you got value from this video. Feel free to subscribe and hit the bell notification. And if you want to see my video where I talk about how to overcome fear and failure and the advice that I would give myself now if I were giving myself advice as a high schooler, then you can watch this video right here.